Jason Tatum's in the house, and all of a sudden, everybody's melting left and right over there at that Duke locker room.
Got caught in 4K, Reigan. Freaking out. Honestly, I would have felt the same way, to be honest with you.
Ladies, first of all, welcome. Kennedy Brown joins us, and Reigan Richardson. Listen, that had to be a joy, right?
That's so cool.
Were you tipped off, though, at all? Did you have any idea?
I mean, we had a feeling that he was coming, but like just seeing him like in person right there, it's just like you're stuck for a minute.
I love it. The reaction was absolutely perfecto. First of all, congratulations on last season. All right. I mean, I remember when we were doing media day for women's basketball last year. Everybody's talking about top 25 teams and all that stuff. Nobody was talking about DUKE, and you guys went out and put on a clinic. Great defense, the whole thing. So now, with all that said, again, I know it's a new team, new season, all that stuff. What do you do for an encore? What's this season going to look like for Duke, Kennedy?
I mean, like you said, we're starting fresh, so I think you kind of have to rebuild a little bit from the foundation of that defense and that core, but ultimately, like, that is our foundation, and so that's what we always fall back on, and that's something we always emphasize, you know, in practice. So I think it's just building those habits daily. And I mean, coming out and competing every night. The ACC is a tough conference, but you know, we're going to give it our all.
I feel like it takes a special kind of player, first of all, to play for Coach Carol Lawson, and also to put defense first like that, right? And to realize the success will come with that, the wins will come with that. What kind of player does it take to play in this system and for Duke right now?
I mean, as of right now, Coach Kara, she's tough, but she's going to give us, like, she has so much, she instills so much support into us. So we believe in her and we trust in her, and that's about it.
Offensively, there were times the defense was so good last year that you almost got the sense that, hey, we get to 50, this thing's a wrap. Catch you guys later.
Right.
But again, it's a new team and everything else. Offensively, there's some opportunities for everybody to step up and be more offensive-minded. So what's the mindset in terms of making that transition for this season, maybe as opposed to last year, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're still a defensive-minded team, but we also have the offensive side too. We pride ourselves on defense, but we also take time to go over our offense and make sure we're making the right reads and getting the easy shot or whatever we can do.
For both of you, you were transfers in, correct? You came in at the same time as well as transfers. So what's it like now with a year under your belt, coming back now for a year or two in this system with this team on the same campus, that you feel is better for you, or where you feel like you've grown the most over the last year?
Yeah, I think for both of us, it would be like a leadership role. We both kind of stepped into that leadership, being veterans on this team. And, you know, last year, neither of us really were super vocal, but we, you know, led by example, I think, with our play. And so this year, kind of stepping into that role of being a vocal leader and leading some of these, you know, young freshmen, people who haven't been in our system. So just kind of stepping up in that way, I think, has been really big for both of us.
Yeah, if you look at the list, there's 4 top 100 players coming in. There's a ton. There's a lot of young talent. What are you guys working with them on? You know, obviously Coach is going to do her thing, but there's also times she's not around, right? So you guys as the leaders, what are you working with those young freshmen about? Because they're going to play big roles for this team this season. They're talented, top 100
Yeah, for
players.
sure. Our freshmen are young and talented, and they're super eager to learn. So for us, like Kenny said, like, we're big on being that vocal leader, so it's just us teaching them the system and how it works.
Yeah, we've talked to a number of players today on teams that need to get better defensively. And talking to the players and even the coaches of those respective teams, it's almost like a mindset on the defensive standpoint. With what Coach Lawson's been able to do, what is a practice like? I mean, it's got to be unbelievable, because your defense last year was it was top shelf. I mean, it was just, you just sucked the life out of people. But that's got to be a want-to. I mean, you don't just come out there and say, yeah, I'm going to play defense today and just kind of go through the motion. You got to get after people. So what's a practice like?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we definitely focus on defense. That's like the first thing we do every practice. And so really just drilling concepts, you know, our system, rotations, and communicating, I think, is a really big thing for us. Again, lots of young people, so they don't know what it takes to play defense here and what we expect. So I think for us, kind of like setting that example of like, this is the bar, this is what's expected, and then having them rise to that level. And like you said, it's a mindset for sure. And I think naturally I'm a defensive-minded player, so that comes a little more easily for me. I can't say the same for other players. But yeah, you grow and you learn being in that kind of environment every single day.
Okay, what does this team do for fun? I need to know what you guys do for fun in Durham or, you know, outside of hoops. What are you guys doing?
Honestly, we just really enjoy being around one another, I think. Whether that's like having people over to watch the football game or
just chill.
Going out to eat. I feel like we like to go try new places.
We're a big TikToking team. Besides two, but we get them to do it anyway.
So you're not one of the TikTokers, is what I'm gathering.
We force her to do it.
Okay, and you partake?
Yes.
I guess you're a good sport. You're a really good teammate.
I am.
The other thing that I think is pretty cool is there's some puppies with this team. You guys get to help raise a couple of dogs, and they obviously bring some love and light to you guys. There's always positives when there's puppies around. It's Lane.
Yes.
And Jamal?
Yeah.
The puppies. Who's taking care of the puppies, though, is the question that I have.
It's a team effort, I think, but Sarah's like the main person, I think, on our staff who kind of takes care of them, but they also have like other students on campus who will take them for a night and then work with them in like the Duke Cognition, you know, Puppy Center, where they do like all their training all day long.
What do they do for you guys?
Bring us joy.
Joy.
They bring us light, happiness, and joy.
There must be something with the pups. I mean, you guys got pups. Coach K got a pup for the going away,
True.
which was adorable, right? Something about them.
It's just something about them.
And here's the thing, though. You mentioned watching football games. Duke is not just a basketball school anymore. You got some competition here with the football team. What's that been like to be along with them on the ride for all of this? I know, you know, the athletics community is so close.
Yeah, for sure. I think we do a good job with teams going to, you know, different sporting events. Football is a big one for us. We like to be in the student section cheering them on. So it's been fun to watch their success this year.
Really cool.
Listen, we wish you the very best. Good luck with them puppies, too, now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Best friend and women's best friend.
Is it your birthday week? Did I see that?
Yeah, the 30th. Yes.
You got a almost Halloween birthday. How old are we turning?
Old.
23.
Okay, 23. You're a spring chicken. It only gets better, like fine wine, okay?
We wish you the best. Stay healthy.
birthday.
Thank you.
You got it.